Knocked off the Wingate Bulldogs. It's the third time in the last 4 years, so that means for two of these guys right here, that's 3 wins for them all time against Wingate. This guy right here set a career record, 14 tackles for him, but again today coming up with 11 tackles in this contest. He's LKeith Brown, and a guy that comes in now number 3 all time in school history in career tackles. Didn't do that in this game necessarily, and I thought maybe you had the opportunity to catch number 2 Jacques Sessions at number 340, but you'll be just shy of that. But coming in, LKeith, seriously, for your career, did you think that you could be one of those guys that could set records and be that guy that's going to be at the top of the tackle mark for your career here at Tusculum?
Nah, not at the beginning, but it took time for me to build confidence to get where I'm at. So
let's talk about the game, a little bit. You guys had to set a tone, and your defense sets the tone. Their first play. What did you guys want to accomplish coming into that first half? How are you going to set the tone today for this team?
We felt like we came in there with a scheme. They only had 3 plays, running wise, zone, stretch, and power. So we felt like we had the upper hand on the advantage of what they was going to do. So that's what we came in to do, and we stopped to run a little bit, and we did what we had to do.
But they run those 3 plays very well. Let's just be honest. They're very good at it. So to stop them, to shut them down, Pittman, was it the fact that he wore a different jersey that you didn't think that you were playing number 23 today, or did you know you were playing 23 today?
I knew I was playing 23, and he put a little 25 on. But
they can't do that. Why were you guys so successful? Why were you able to stop them and slow them down today?
It was an effort from the team. Everybody put in effort. Everybody had that leadership today. Everybody wanted to step up, so that's how we.
You're also a guy that, no interceptions in your career prior to this year, Newberry, and now again today. And I think maybe you were a little bit shocked on the one that you caught today. Take me through that play.
Basically, I think it was a man. I had to cut under 2 or cut anybody, so I dropped back in my hash, and I seen the quarterback look to his left, so I decided to drop that way, and I got a pick.
It's a big win too, for this program. I think putting this set up on the right foot. What does it mean for you to get that win here in the final game?
Hey man, I'm happy. I finished out my season 5-5. It was a good season for me. I felt like I made a lot of bond with a lot of these boys, so I'm happy. I'm glad I was a pioneer.
Hey, LKeith, thank you. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you. LKeith Brown. Matt Simon, who came in today, again, one of those all-world type games that he had against Limestone. A fumble return for a touchdown, interception return for a touchdown, then has been very solid since then. 11 tackles today, including a tackle for loss. Matt didn't get a chance to talk to you this week, which came out to the restaurant for the Jerry Odom show, but we talked about this game and what needed to be done, and you said we have to start fast. How are you guys successful, and why were you able to start fast today?
Like he said, we knew the 3 plays that they was going to run, and we stretched it in practice because we had a bye week last week. So we stretched it for 2 weeks, what they was going to run, and we came out here and improved ourselves. And
really, you guys are pretty Jerry Odom said, I'm pretty dangerous. With the bye week and nothing left to play for, we're going to have a good game plan. You're more in that secondary. It's a quarterback that hadn't played a whole lot this year. He's their backup guy. He gets the ball out of his hands real quick. How are you able to eliminate his first read today?
By playing fast. Coach Odom teaches us to play fast, and we went out there and did it.
Some receivers, though, that have some good numbers this season. Was it difficult? You didn't really put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. You didn't blitz a whole lot today, so was it difficult for you guys to kind of sit back there in coverage as much as you did?
Oh, not at all. We practice that every day, and we just do what we practice.
All right, get up 25-0. Your defense is a big reason for that because you're putting yourselves in good situations. And then the second half happens. They start grinding downhill a little bit. They start getting some momentum. Quarterback finds some openings. But I know you guys were bending and not breaking. But was there a moment where you were worried when they're down here in the end zone about ready to punch that thing in?
Not at all. Like you said, bend but don't break. Yes,
what does this mean for you? Coming in here and having this type of a game and this type of an atmosphere in the season finale.
Early in the season, we lost 2 close games, but 5-5, I'll take it. That's a great win in my season.
Hey, Matt, congratulations. Great job and great season here at Tusculum.
Okay, thank you.
It's Matt Simon and Alex Ogle. We had a chance to talk early in the year.
Yes, sir.
And we talked about we got to get some time. We got to get some, you got to feel good. You got to get into somewhat of the rhythm. I would say you did that today. 19 to 25, 257 yards, 2 touchdowns, along a 45. We had that explosion play. Talked with Coach Ferguson this week. What's it going to take? Because, offense has been struggling, and a lot of that has been because we've changed so much in the offensive line. I know it's a frustration point for you a little bit. You took a lot of hits. We figured out your toughness and where your level of toughness is, and it's pretty high. But today, when you had a lot of things working, how much fun was it to be out there right now, out there today with that offense?
Oh, it was fun. We just executed better. The past couple of weeks we haven't been able to, run the plays the way that they're supposed to be run, but today we were able to get it done.
All right, and you don't have you don't have Joseph. We knew Pratt was out. Shippey was 2 plays, I think, today total, and then it was Tommy Brown. With your 4th string on the depth chart coming into this season out there at running back, and the first half that he has, what did he do to this offense today to open up what we were able to do in the passing game?
Oh, we have a great running back squad. All of them, they're all studs. I'm comfortable with all of them back there with me. He just came out and just does what he does in practice, just like they all do. I love all those guys.
It's kind of been baptism by fire for you this year. Carson Newman game was weird because of the weather, the way it was. You had 2 weeks to prepare, and Coach Ferguson says, I'm going to give the best game plan I can. In that first half, what were we seeing? Why were things being so successful for us offensively?
Like I said before, just executing, and sometimes, we can't like run the play because the defense, how they're set up. But today, a lot of times they were giving us what we wanted, and we just went out and just executed just like we do in practice.
All right, what changed in the second half? They seemed to get some momentum. They seemed to kind of pick up on a lot of things. What were they doing defensively in the second half that was tougher for us?
I think they're just a little bit more physical, and they were just shutting down a run game a little bit. But passing wise, I think it was all pretty much the same defense. That they didn't change much with their coverage or anything, but it was just we outworked and we outfought them. That's it.
You had some good, brilliant moments here in this game. Johnston, Brooklander made brilliant moments. Gates, Chavis Williams. We have just a bevy of wide receivers that made plays, and it's tough that we're going to lose some of those. So your first year through it, getting comfortable with the guys, how do you feel? Do you sense that I have a good rapport now with a lot of guys that are going to be coming back next year too?
Yes, yep, I do. I love it here. I can't wait, for next year for my senior season.
What do you learn this year about the league and about Division II football?
Not much of a difference. I'm going to be honest with you, not much of a difference, but I'm glad to be starting and to be playing and just getting all the reps in practice and just, pushing my guys and leading the team.
Great season. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
It's Alex Ogle as the Tusculum Pioneers knock off the Wingate Bulldogs here today. Final score of 25-17. Back with more of our Pioneer postgame report after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.